Holy Man is almost like an ACIM parable disguised as a goofy corporate comedy. On the surface, it looks like a story about television marketing and eccentric spirituality. Underneath, it is really about the collision between two thought systems: the ego's religion of scarcity, image, urgency, and performance, and the quiet radiance of presence. Ricky Heyman lives inside the ego's tempo. Sell more, move faster, produce results, stay relevant. His nervous system is organized around pressure and lack. In A Course in Miracles terms, he is identified with the dream figure, a self built from accomplishment and external validation. Then G appears. G is fascinating because he is not presented as a doctrinal teacher. He doesn't preach theology much. He disrupts through being. That is very ACM. He slows rooms down. He listens. He notices people. He dissolves tension without trying to dominate it. The ego asks, what does he do? But the deeper question becomes, what is he extending? That shift is central to ACM. The Course repeatedly moves from behavior to state of mind. Two people can say identical words while extending completely different inner content, fear or love. One of the funniest ACIM-like dynamics in the movie is that the shopping network accidentally becomes more successful the less manipulative it becomes. Products sell not because of aggressive persuasion, but because people begin feeling seen, relaxed, and connected. That mirrors a major ACM reversal. Love extends naturally, fear strategizes. The ego believes if I stop striving, manipulating, and controlling, everything will collapse. But Holy Man suggests something subtler. Much of what exhausts us is the maintenance of a false self. G also embodies what ACM would call non-specialness. He doesn't seem invested in being superior, impressive, enlightened, or spiritually branded. He moves lightly. He can be absurd one moment and deeply compassionate the next. That matters because spirituality itself can become ego decoration. I'm awakened. I'm more conscious. I'm the wise one. G keeps slipping out of those identities. He feels more like openness than persona. There's also an ACIM thread around usefulness. The ego asks, how valuable am I? Spirit asks, how can love move through me now? G's influence heals people precisely because he isn't trying to manufacture an image. He becomes available rather than performative. And then there's the deeper sadness underneath the comedy. Many characters are profoundly lonely while surrounded by stimulation and commerce. ACM would say the ego's world is crowded but emotionally disconnected because everyone is trying to complete themselves through externals while hiding vulnerability. G interrupts that by restoring simple human presence. The film is also careful not to make him fully graspable. Is he enlightened, angelic, mentally unusual, a cosmic trickster? The ambiguity helps. Asimov points toward a living experience beyond conceptual categories. One caution, though, movies like Holy Man can tempt spiritual romanticism, the fantasy that awakening means becoming detached from ordinary life responsibilities. ASIM's version of awakening is actually very practical. More kindness, more honesty, less defensiveness, less compulsion, more peace. Not floating above humanity, but becoming less trapped by the ego's frantic interpretation system. In the end, G's miracle is not supernatural power. It is reminding people, briefly, that beneath ambition, fear, image, and exhaustion, there is still a natural capacity for joy, innocence, and connection that the world's pace has buried but not destroyed.